Recognize.
May I request, Mr. Chair, that the head of the PHAW would answer my questions?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Iha, ano po ba yung rule sa PHAW regarding officers assigned there without any official assignment? Are they supposed to report there every day?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, when I assumed as the Chief PHAW last October 17 of
Iha,
this year,
hindi ko po tinatanong kung kailan ka nag-assume.
yes, sir.
Ang tinatanong ko, ano po yung batas po ninyo sa PHAW tungkol doon sa mga opisyal na walang assignment na na-assign po dyan?
Yes, sir.
Ano po yung rule ninyo? Are they supposed to report there daily?
Sir, pursuant to PNP Memorandum Circular Number 2024-001, dated January 10, 2024, it states here, sir, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, if I may read, accounting. The system of recording the actual strength of PNP personnel placed on PHAW, DPRM, RPHAS, or ARMD through physical or virtual accounting and station/office visits and the affixing of signatures of the personnel on the attendance sheet provided by the office. Sir, effective November 11, sir, when TDPRM, Police Brigadier General Chinayog, issued a memorandum that starting November 11, it will start the physical accounting of all PHAW personnel, sir. So when I assume office, sir, my predecessors account all the PHAW personnel assigned in PHAW, sir, virtual accounting. So effective November 11, sir, by virtue of the memorandum issued by Police Brigadier General Chinayog, the TDPRM, sir, we assume and we start the physical accounting to all PHAW personnel, sir. They are reporting to the officer 10 a.m. at 3 o'clock, affixing their signature, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, sir.
And pursuant to your records, Colonel Grijaldo has obediently obeyed all your requirements? May I
Since
know kung siya po ay religiously, sinunod po yung inyong directive na yan, na nag-report siya daily?
he started physically reporting to
Ang
our office.
tinatanong ko lang po ay, kung dun sa requirement ng inyong procedure there, sinunod ba lahat ni Colonel Grijaldo yan? Yun lang
Yes.
naman ang tanong ko eh.
Yes po, sir.
Nagre-report siya araw-araw, pumipirma siya sa dun sa logbook.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, sir, starting November 18, he reported physically, sir, and signed his attendance.
Yes, I know. Sinabi mo na eh. But
Apo.
did Colonel Grijaldo obey that religiously?
And yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, from November 18 to November 25, Mr. Chair. At to November 22, sorry, Mr. Chair,
November
Your Honor.
22?
Yes, sir. From Monday, November 18.
Yung November 11, nung lumabas yung directive,
He was not around, Mr. Chair, informing us that he's still admitted in the hospital, Mr. Chair, Pasig Doctors Medical Hospital, Mr. Chair.
okay. Now, yung pagre-report niya, naka-logbook po kayo. Please submit to this committee yung logbook na pinipirmahan niya.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
And did he ask, may I know your protocol also kung ang isang officer ng PNP ay mag-a-avail ng medical services? Ano po yung protocol nun?
Pardon, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
What is the protocol of the PNP para sa isang opisyal na mag-a-avail ng medical services kagaya ni Colonel Grijaldo, bigla na lang nagpa-confine.
The hospital that he is admitted, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, is a private hospital or a government hospital in Pasig City. He did not went to the PNP General Hospital to seek medical
Hindi.
treatment, Mr.
Oh,
Chair.
so your protocol does not require na pag mag-avail ng medical services isang police officer, hindi niya i-inform yung unit niya.
Mr. Chair, considering that when he was admitted, it's still a virtual accounting. He did not inform us that he was admitted or confined. It only come to our attention when we directed him a notice to explain last November 7, Mr. Chair, when he was absent during the November 17 joint Quadcom committee, Mr. Chair. Your Honor.
Marami pong salamat. Mr. Chair, the situation is this. We have issued a show cause order to Colonel Grijaldo for being absent in the last October 22 hearing. So we issued a show cause order, and the answer of the lawyer of the Colonel Grijaldo was that he was confined, so he was not also able to attend the November 7 hearing that we conducted. Now, November 27, he's not around with a medical reason, the same as his excuse in the November 7 hearing. That is the situation, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Ako, for that information. So,
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair,
as I stated earlier, after Congressman Ako, it is Congressman PM Vargas. This is in relation to
Yes,
the
yes, Mr. Chair.
Grijaldo
30
issue.
seconds lang, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. Please, you're recognized.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Narinig ko kasi yung rotator cuff syndrome. No, on September 18, 2024, kung nakikita niyo ako dito, nakasling ako, I didn't have a syndrome. I had a torn rotator cuff and I had my surgery in September 18, 2024. On September 19, nakalabas na ako ng ospital.
Okay.
So this is elective surgery. 'Di ba? Ngayon, kung talagang kung talagang ang rotator cuff syndrome ay matindi, yung sa kanya, we can recommend for complete disability retirement. 'Di ba? Kasi may annual check-up ang mga pulis. So kung may annual, andito yata yung Napolcom, pwede nilang gawin yan. At pwede nating i-recommend ang ganun, kung ganun kalala. Pero based on my experience, 5 ang screw ko sa balikat ko ngayon, torn rotator, torn bicep, frozen shoulder, pero 1 day lang. Pinalabas na ako ng ospital.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for that information. We will take note of the information shared by Congressman Vargas, and we will forward this to the medical director of the House of Representatives so that when he visits and confirms the confinement of Colonel Grijaldo, he can discuss this with his personal doctor. Yes, Congressman Abante.
being the chairman of the Committee on Human Rights, on the basis of a humanitarian attitude, I am willing to let him borrow my wheelchair, Mr. Chair, for him to be allowed to be here. In fact, mayroon na ako ditong gamot niya, sapagkat mayroon din akong pain, yung tramadol and paracetamol, mayroon ako dito, Mr. Chair. Mayroon din akong diclofenac spray. So, for humanitarian purposes, I am willing to give him my wheelchair and all of the medicines needed for him to attend here.
Thank you for your generosity, Congressman Abante. Now we will proceed with the discussion on the admin matters. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, sa piyaw na lang po before I proceed, no? Pakisubmit din po yung pakicheck nyo rin po yung confinement niya na sinasabi niya yung date na yon.
Yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Chairman, you have in receipt a copy of the excuse letter coming from Ms. Cassandra Ong, and attached is the recommendation of our medical and dental service in the house, signed by Luis Jose Bautista, Doctor, Director 2. Now, allow me to read the last part of the letter, Mr. Chairman. The patient reported persistent symptoms, including sore throat, mild cough, and middle back pain. We recommend continuing the prescribed medication and management plan for at least 1 more week. So with this, Mr. Chairman, mismo na po yung medical office o officer natin na nag-recommend. So the excuse of Ms. Cassandra Ong is granted, Mr. Chairman. Now, next, Mr. Chairman, we haven't received a copy of a letter coming from for Miss Alice Go. And may hearing po si Alice Go on November 28 and 29, 2024. Ito lang po yung sinabit niya.
But today is November 27.
Yeah, today is November 27. Comsec, ano pa ba yung invitation na bang status dito kay Go?
Yes, sir, invitation.
Also, Mr. Chairman,
Sir, according to the court, she has a hearing today, but she will be available on 28 and 29.
so why he's not available today?
She has a hearing, sir.
Court hearing.
Hearing.
Yes, sir.
Pero 28, 29 ang hearing, di ba?
That's the
Nakalagay
time.
dito?
She is available on that days.
Okay.
On those days.
Please, ano na lang po, please check doon sa branch. No?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Branch of court. Kung talagang may hearing and the presence of Miss Alice Go is there. Please.
Yes, sir.
Comsec.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, let me take up, Mr. Chairman, the excuse letter of Miss Rose Nonolin. Ito na po, I will just read the second paragraph, Mr. Chairman. This was signed by, I think, si John Reyna Montesilio and Ong Siaco Law Office, no? Signed by Cesar Manalaysay and Alma Fernandez Malonga and Maria Luisa Sebastian. Mr. Chairman, allow me to read this second paragraph. We regret to inform the Honorable Committee that Ms. Lin is unavailable to attend the 12th public hearing. She expresses her intent to be of valuable help to the Honorable Committee. In fact, she has exerted efforts to make herself available during the 2 previously canceled public hearings. Unfortunately, Ms. Lin has to attend to an urgent family matter. Ms. Lin has to attend to an urgent family matter that requires her presence abroad on the day of the 12th public hearing. Nonetheless, she continued to assist, blah, 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 etc., etc., and she submitted the documents that was ordered to him last hearing. But, Mr. Chairman, reading this letter, nasa abroad siya today. So, is there a BID representative? BID.
Attorney Ong.
Attorney. Kindly
Yes, Your Honor.
check once again the latest travel record of Rose Nonolin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Before, bago tayo mag-suspend mamaya, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Para ma-update lang po yung
Yes, Your Honor.
committee.
We will
Because
update
we
upon.
need it dahil si Rose Nonolin, alam po natin, is principal resource person with regards to drugs and Pogo po.
Pogo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please po. Thank you. And lastly, Mr. Chairman, balikan ko lang po, no? And I think Chairman Akop has something to say about this. The excuse letter from Attorney Mans Carpio. But before, Mr. Chairman, I will leave my time to Chairman Akop. Let me just once again reiterate that the COMSEC did not send an invitation to Congressman Pulong but we only, the motion last time by this representation was to send a notice of the hearing. No? Para po malinaw, baka mamaya gagamitin namang issue yan against this committee. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will yield my time to Chairman Ako with regards to the excuse letter of Attorney Manscarpio.
Chairman ako?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Attorney Manscarpio, in his communication to the committee, Mr. Chair, simply state that he wants to be excused simply because he has filed criminal complaints against Mr. Jimmy Guman in the Office of the Ombudsman, Office of the City Prosecutor, Quezon City, and later at the Office of the Provincial Prosecutor of Pampanga. And he cited numerous cases decided by the Supreme Court supporting his position, Mr. Chair. And but I think, Mr. Chair, it is up for this committee whether we will accept ito pong excuse ni Attorney Manscarpio. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Ako. Perhaps we can defer the decision of the committee on the letter of Attorney Manscarpio before we adjourn this committee hearing today. So, are there anything else on the administrative matters before we proceed?
To the those issued some of them issued SOCOS, no, to submit to the required documents with this committee. But before that, may I ask the COMSEC, yung letter ba natin kay Attorney Carpio is just an invitation?
Yes, sir.
Hindi pa SOCOS.
Not
Thank you, COMSEC. Now, let me proceed, Mr. Chairman. We have ordered Mr. Paul Gutierrez to submit to this committee news articles he has written about Mr. Jimmy Guman. And until now, he's not yet submitted such document or such news report or article, Mr. Chairman. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I move to issue a SOCOS order with regards to these news articles being required to Mr. Paul Gutierrez, Mr. Chairman. So move.
There's a motion to issue a SOCOS order on Mr. Paul Gutierrez's articles regarding Mr. Jimmy Guman, and it was duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let me proceed with the next. SPO4 Sanson Sani Binaventura, when he was present during the last hearing with regards to EJK, he committed to submit his SALN, no, from 2008 to 2021. But until now, has not submitted such documents. At the same time, he has not sent us a letter of excuse, whatever, to explain why he has not submitted such document. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I move to issue a subpoena dos STECOM with regards to the statement of asset and liabilities and net worth for the years 2008 to 2021 of retired SPO4 Sanson Sani Binaventura. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion to issue a subpoena duces tecum
Process STECOM, Mr. Chairman.
in relation to the documents promised to us by Mr. Sani Binaventura. And any second? Any second?
Second, Mr.
Duly
Chair.
seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Lastly, Mr. Chairman, for the LRA. Nandito ba yung LRA? LRA?
Oh yes, there.
RD, wala ba yung head of office nyo? National? Please take na lang po. Take a seat. Pinapaupo yan.
Good morning,
Madam.
Your Honors.
Madam, during the
sir.
previous hearing, you were ordered to submit to this committee official records of the properties of Mr. Sanson Binaventura. Have you complied?
Attorney Paulo Tamayo was the representative at
Oh, where is he? Please,
He's
Attorney
here.
Tamayo. Attorney Tamayo, have you taken your oath?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Is this the first time you have attended this committee hearing?
It's not the first time, Your Honor, but however, Your Honor, I haven't taken my oath yet
So-
in the previous hearings, Your Honor.
Oh, sir, can Comsec please administer his oath?
Mr. Chairman, can I ask also the LGU, representatives of LGUs, they have not taken their oath?
Mayor ng Mexico Pampanga, kasi this is a new invitation for you, no?
Para
Sa
sa-
Quadcom. And the Mayor, former Mayor Tumang and Alex Tumang, and those invited resource persons from Pampanga, please take your oath.
Yes. Okay. Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this public inquiry, so God may help you? Thank you. The oath has been administered, sir.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank you, Chairman. LRA, you were ordered to submit to this committee official records of properties by Mr. Former or retired SPO4 Sanay Binaventura during the last hearing.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, and good morning to the honorable members of the committee. Earlier this morning, Your Honor, we
Pakilapit po ng microphone.
received a verbal request with regard to the list of properties of Sanson Benaventura, Your Honor. And at present, Your Honor, the information with regard to the list of properties are being extracted as of now, Your Honor.
Attorney, so hindi kayo naka-receive ng order coming from this committee to the COMSEC with regards to that document?
I believe we have not, Your Honor. On behalf of the legal division, Your Honor, I believe we failed to receive this address.
COMSEC, have you sent a letter with regard to that document?
I'm checking our record, sir. But he is right. This morning we talked and we requested for them to submit the documents.
However, Your Honor, a few minutes ago, Your Honor, we already received an information from our ICT that the information with regard to the properties of the same person are already extracted. And as of this moment, Your Honor, our representative from the LRA is on his way to bring the said documents, Your Honor.
Okay, please submit to this committee in today's, before we suspend, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Today's hearing.
Thank you very
Mamaya po, pag-usapan natin yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So we're done. Okay, thank you. Now we will proceed with the hearing proper. And
Mr. Chair.
yeah, I'm sorry. Before that, I would like to recognize Congresswoman Arlene Brosas.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, this is a manifestation, Mr. Chair, with regards to the hearing last time of the extrajudicial killings and for the next hearing of the EJK, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Chair, nasaksihan natin sa mga nakaraang hearing ng Quad Committee ang kalunos-lunos na kalagayan ng mga biktima ng madugong giyera kontra droga ng Duterte administration. Hindi lamang mga pinaghihinalaang drug users at pushers ang naging target, kundi pati mga inosenteng sibilyan ay nadamay sa walang habas na pagpatay. Gumamit ng mga pekeng warrants, nanlaban kaya pinatay, Walang maayos na investigasyon pagkatapos. Mr. Chair, ito ang mga nararanasan ng mga biktima at kanilang pamilya sa ilalim ng war on drugs. Makikita rin ang ganitong kalakaran sa nangyaring magkasabay na operasyon na nagresulta ng extrajudicial killings noong March 7, 2021. Sa isang araw na operasyon lamang, 9 ang pinatay at 4 ang inaresto ng mga pulis. Noong nangyari ito, ang isa sa mga Davao Boys na si Police Colonel Lito Patay ay kasalukuyang head ng PNP CIDG Regional Field Unit sa Region 4A noon. Siya rin ang nag-apply ng 63 search warrants noon kung saan 42 ang naaprubahan para sa operasyon na ito. So Mr. Chair, mahalagang marinig natin mula sa mga pamilya ng biktima ang nangyari noon. Nagpadala rin po ang mga pamilya ng biktima ng sulat sa Quad Committee. Kaya naman, I implore this committee to invite the families of the victims, Rosenda Lemita and Lizelle Asuncion, to our next hearing of the extrajudicial killings. And also, Mr. Chair, to invite the perpetrators, those who can be identified, Mr. Chair. I believe, Mr. Chair, that copies of letters and documents were already sent to your respective offices as chairpersons of the Quad Committee, Mr. Chair. Kilala po itong issue na ito as Bloody Sunday Massacre, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, salamat po, Congresswoman Brosas. Yes, pagka tinalakay po natin ang usapin tungkol sa extrajudicial killings sa ating mga susunod na mga pagdinig, ay iimbitahan po natin ang mga taong nabanggit ninyo.
Yes, Mr. Chair, inquire ko lang, Mr. Chair, kasi we would like to for it to be included, yung mga names ngayon sa admin matters, so that by next hearing, Mr. Chair, ready na po na maimbitahan natin or nandito na yung mga witnesses, Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
at the moment we are in, the committee just received a letter coming from the families of the victim. And in their letters, they are requesting for an audience with the committee. And we have been discussing that. And perhaps in the next Quadcom hearing on the topic of EJK, we will invite them and we will send invitations ahead so that they can make the necessary preparations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po. Yes, Congressman Karap.
Part of the admin, Mr. Chairman, just to update no, with regards to travel, doon sa exis letter ni Rose Nunolin, we have received from the BID that on 19th November, that was 8 days ago, 2024, Rose Nono Lim left Manila to Hong Kong. PAL siguro to, Philippine Airlines, PR 310. No? So, 19 po. BID, hanggang ngayon hindi pa na ba nakabalik? Wala pang return. BID, wala. Mamaya po, Mr. Chairman, mamaya na po natin tanungin BID.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, salamat, Congressman Paduano. Now we will proceed with the first part of the hearing is the presentation of the report